Hello and welcome back everyone, I'm Bebo Joe and this is Work Isn't Resources Soviet Republic Season 4. I am so excited to see you back. Uh, I have been pretty lazy, let's put it that way. Yeah, lazy, definitely. I haven't played this in a little while. Just the season, not the game in general. The game is still awesome, I was just doing other things. And I was looking for some inspiration, like I usually do, like I usually hope for, and I'm usually waiting. And actually, the last review I did, which you're hopefully seeing before this episode comes out, maybe not, maybe it's this week, gave me inspiration for exactly what I need to do today. Not exactly what I did in there, but Mega City. Mega City is happening. Mega City is not going to be the capital, but it's going to be the most industrially heavy worker city that I'm going to build. It's going to be ginormous. Well, it's going to have a lot of citizens. It's not going to be ginormous because we don't have that much space available. It's going right next to the coal production center that we just built, or that we're setting up still. It's not done yet, don't worry. I really like this train. I think this is a default one, a vanilla one, so that makes me excited. But that's what we're going to do. And we're just going to plan a huge city with tram lines, hopefully with trolley lines, with a transfer station, with multiple shopping areas, with probably some tourism too, because we haven't done that yet. A bunch of other things, and it will be great. All the construction offices are working. The only thing I did was add one more construction center for the concrete trucks, because we will need a lot of those. And then just get everything running, I think, and it will be fun. Yeah, cool. I enjoy a nice little train ride at the beginning of the episodes. I hope you do too. And there we are. But for right now, we have a couple chemicals sitting here. We could start exporting them, but I honestly don't want to yet. Again, money's not a problem, although we are going to spend a lot of money right now on imports. And I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. Because that means we are not just slouching by with whatever we're doing. We are actually... I was saying, this is tourists? There better not be tourists here. We're not just slouching by with all the things that we need to do. I have to set this up that all the workers go to this platform because, well, we don't want to waste them. And look how busy, bustling this city is right now. I like it. Ooh, this is wonderful. But this... oh, okay, this is fine. Just a truck waiting there. Don't need that. There's a thing that I will change. The new truck, the bigger flatbeds are available now, and I will upgrade them once... this guy's done. This guy's done now, you see? that's what we're going to do. I'm going to move all of the cement trucks in there, and I'm going to replace this whole construction office with the nicer, bigger flatbeds, because there's no reason not to do that. Everything that you move by flatbed takes a really large quantity, and having a faster way to deliver them is always, always worth it. Get rid of all of these, get one more in there, make sure they all get out of here, and once they all get out of there, I can actually, well, sell them and make them the right thing. Let's speed this up a little bit, shall we? This is not working. I don't know why it wasn't working for a second. I think bricks are coming. The only problem I had was this rail line was set up wrong, so trains couldn't get in and out and do the things that I needed them to do. That is fixed now. I think I have a crossover. Oh yeah, there's a crossover coming up right there. Perfect. After which I can also turn the whole thing around and life should be better. The whole thing, I mean, right now I turned all of the signals off that were in between this whole section, but down the road we will be fine. Let's get this one built because I would like to finish the rail section in this area before I go too far. I think all of the things are gone. That's good. By the things, I mean all of the vehicles that we had over there. This will be a construction office for number 2. Because that's what we need. You always, always, always make sure that this is set up correctly, otherwise they do things that you don't want them to do, or they don't do anything. Either way, it's not ideal. Now we're going to spend a little bit of money on more concrete mixers. Just this one, I think that's a 10. Is this new? This must be new. 1974, it is 1974. Okay, I didn't think I was going to do this, but... sorry, all vehicles, go away. We're going to go heavy on these. All 12 of them. Looks great. It's just the vehicle park. I actually kind of like this. It's cool. It's cool. I like it. I tried to put it over here, but that didn't work well. Do the same thing here. Sell all vehicles. Thank you for this button 3 division. I really appreciate that. Then we need the open haul. It's this guy that I wanted. What color do we want? Blue, red, purple, blue. Blue. I want this one. Give me 10 of these, and then I will just add 2 more large tower cranes. These are really, really helpful. So it would be stupid to not use them. And there you go. If we need more cranes, I will add another construction office here and we'll add cranes. That's not really a problem. I haven't done anything else. This is just running. The rails are constructing. The passengers aren't ready yet because I don't have this guy yet ready. It is getting close though, so I hope in the next few minutes before we're done planning, I will be able to turn that on and get really excited. So here is the plan. Find a good area. I think this is the perfect space for what I want. Let's use the bulldozers that I have. Wow. Hold on. Let's use one of these guys. And hopefully we have the range that we need for the dozers. We can only get to there. All right. You need a construction something. So that's as far as we can go. Good to know. Very good to know, because that means this will be a more elongated city. I was hoping I could go more of a bigger size one, but this is fine. This is fine. We could build another construction office right in there, but honestly, make this a city that just exists within this square should be more than enough. There's a small challenge of making this. Oh no, it should be bad. It's a little mountainous, so it will be a little more complicated than it needs to be. It would probably be a tiny bit easier in this plane, but I don't need it easier, I just need it fun. Let's make sure, before we do this, that we don't build on top of an iron deposit. No, we're miles away, light years away actually, so we don't have to worry about that. Awesome. Should I flatten this first? Is there any good reason to flatten this? I hate flattening things, so no, I'm not going to do that. Let's turn the ugly off. I think that will make me happier. And plan out the rail first. That is the first thing that we should plan about or plan for. And I really, really, really want to use the transfer option because it's a cool option. I have never been able to use it for a big city because it didn't exist before, but it's something that I really, really want to do. So for that, let's pick a appropriately sized train platform that can allow can allow like a town line for trams and can allow an inner city line for other trains. So I think this will work. Okay, fine. Why not? Sure. And I want to put it in a place that is a little more inconspicuous. Inconspicuous? Yeah, sure, let's go with that word. And I don't mind having a couple tunnels and a couple bridges in here, so we'll see how this works. If this turns out to be a pain in the butt to build anything, I will address that, but for right now, I'm really hoping it's going to work. The other ones that I want are these bus stops. Why these bus stops? Because I would like road to run right by this, and I don't want to have to connect across the road to connect the tram stops. So, sure, put one there, put one on the opposite side, and I think you can see how the road is going to run. I'm not planning on running any buses through here. So I'm kind of relying on hoping that these stations are drive-through. If you probably remember that most of the vanilla ones are not drive-through, so that could be a problem down the road, but I really hope it isn't. Great. So first, things are set up. Should we connect them by road? Yes. And I'm going to go asphalt on these. I think it will make my life a lot easier. I don't want to mess too much with terraforming here because I actually like the mountainous, not style, but the mountainous opportunity that we have here with the roads. That turn was just too wide. That one is a little better. This one I do want to terraform just a little bit. We are maybe looking at some bridges going across this road. That should be fine. And then you just connect straight into here, I suppose. We will need a road that goes through the city, probably around here. Happy with that. Connect this guy. Cool. I will do, probably won't do mostly a grid here. I will just do whatever works, and we're not going to be perfectly straight. Now this guy, sorry to say, already started on the wrong foot, is not the direction that I wanted it to be. Let's go back. This one a better one? You do have a road connection, which makes you a tiny bit more attractive to me, but honestly, not really. I don't need a road connection for you, so just go back to this guy. I was happy with this. Just somewhat parallel to the road there. I'm fine with that. Doesn't have to be perfect at all. Cool. First thing done. Next thing, we have to figure out how we get tram lines to run around here. So we will have to build the electrified track right away. And as you can see, building on this will be a slight challenge, but it's not going to be terrible, I promise. I hope. Can I get you up tall enough? Yes. Yes, I can. And I will. Just get you out here, that you connect it to something, and then all I need from you is to come down as fast as you can at a reasonable pace. Is this the prettiest that you can build this? Nope, but I think I can run footpaths underneath it, and that alone will be worth it for me. Then connect these guys relatively straight. Just straight enough. I will try my best to make this tram line not look totally horrendous. So let's start by actually connecting to the pieces. That looks good. So that one makes me happy for now. Here, same thing. Play around a little bit. I'm excited for this, but I think I picked a really, really terrible place for doing what I want to do. So we'll see how much I regret this in just a little bit. Railway tunnel, maybe? Will you... Come on. Come on, game. It does not... It won't let me. It won't let me do the thing that I want to do. That's okay. That's okay. We could increase the height here a little bit, because if I can get a couple tunnels in there, I don't want to cover the whole area on tunnels, because that will look really funny. But if I can get a couple tunnels in there, that will look really nice, I think. I also... Ooh, yes. I also do not want to make this a full time lapse, because I'm sure I'm going to say something interesting at some point. Just there's always something that needs to be said, or at least I feel like it does. What is your problem now? There is a tunnel right next to you. Why are you not cooperating with me? You should be pretty... Oh, weird. It's not snapping in tunnels. Okay, now I know that. See, that was something interesting that you hopefully maybe didn't know before, because I didn't know it. You probably did. That's fine. Too steep. No, it's not. It's not. Just do this right. I am very hopeful that building the residential areas is going to be a lot easier than building what I'm doing right now. So please just hang out for a little bit, and we'll get this rail set up. Flatten this out a little bit. Just use your normal tricks. And for residential, I will only use footpaths. And when appropriate, I will use the above ground or underground passes. So don't worry about that part, that stuff. Everything else should be just fine. This one, I do wonder if I can do the same thing. Can I get a tunnel in here as well? Tunnels sometimes can look really, really ugly, but most of the times when they're in a spot that's actually appropriate for them, I don't oppose them at all. And they do make changing elevations really, really easy. So this is higher on this side and on the other side. So I think actually a tunnel will be perfect here. I kind of like that idea now, so I want to do that. So I will try to force it if I have to. Can I get you in there? No, I can't, because we're not tall enough, we're not high enough. When we go a little closer, how much tunneling could we get here? That is actually relatively close. So I will try to lower the terrain here just a smidge, just in front of you, so I can force a tunnel in here. Let's make sure that we can get out. That is the wrong type of rail. I will regret making this electric right away, but I also will regret not making an electric right away, because I would like to use this as soon as possible. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's fine. In that case, we're just going to lower everything that is in this area and put a nice little bridge over here wherever is appropriate. We may still have a chance to put a tunnel here eventually, but over here is where I would like the road bridge to come through. So I don't want to make this too wide, just wide enough. And then here's going to be a turn where we're going to come up from the bridge. It'll be great. Make this area just a little bigger. And we're going to clean it up later when we're done with all of this for any other construction that we want in there. But it should be fine. So let's get this at least as far as there. Then this can snail up a little bit. Let's make the curve a little lower. Oh yeah, this is good. This looks good. Make it nice and smooth so you connect to something, and then connect to this guy with a nice smooth curve. Lovely, very lovely. You have rail on the right side. I'm happy with that part. Now we just have to get this to do exactly what I want it to do. First, we're going to try it with normal rail. With normal, with a normal bridge. And I actually really, really like these guys. Oh, you. I did not expect that to work right away. I'm very happy about that. Even if there's a little turn in there, I'm not fighting that. I'm not fighting that one bit. Can we get up here? Please let me get up there. Thank you. And just connect in here with a nice 90-degree section, and that is pretty, and that should work. Now on that side, over here we don't have that train actually crossing, so why do we need to do that here? I am not opposed to trying different things here, so let's take back that road first. Do our regular rail. You want to go down. Can I? Ooh. Ooh. I don't know if you can see what I see, but can we make this a road tunnel instead of a rail tunnel? I don't know. Let's check it out. Go there, give me the rail tunnel, and road tunnel, and we can totally do this. Will this look great? I really don't know. The first thing I should probably try is make sure that these stay centered enough wherever the rail tunnels are so they don't touch. And then just place a tunnel here and see what it wants us to do. Let's get this one a little closer to a spot there where it actually makes sense so we can have a straight line. Too short, too short, too short. Crossing, not a lot. See, that's what I was worried about, that we may run into this issue. But I think all it wants me to do is increase either the width a little bit or the height. And both is very possible in the location that we are right now. I want this city to be... to look right. I don't just want it to be a city that I normally build that's just there because I needed that many workers there. I want this to be a little more purposeful. Yep, get you up on this little mount. Very good. Looks perfect. Now get me that rail. Why do I say rail to this tunnel continuously? And I know it's wrong. I don't get it. You go there, connect this one here. Beautiful. That's great. And then this one, do the same thing, give me a nice 90-degree. Neither of these are really 90. I'm not sure why that is not connecting the right way, but I guess it looks the same thing over there. Yeah, no, this is good. And then we can see, can we get down here with a regular rail connection, or do we need something special? Let's zoom out a little bit. Shift and scroll wheel does this. Let's just give ourselves a little chance to do something useful. That looks nice. That looks nice as well. Let's make this as smooth as possible. And once we're done with the first one, you really want this smooth. You have to do the second one separately. Actually level this out too. And then these should look pretty good. I do realize I probably have those done differently, but this is kind of what I had in mind. That the tram is not interfering with anything. It's not just a go under all the time kind of setup. So that is nice. The next one, this can just be concrete rail. I will have to build a tram depot in this area, and I am honestly pretty happy with that. I just don't know where yet. Probably out on... yeah, I don't know where yet. Where's a good place for a tram depot that doesn't interfere with everything? Maybe over here. Maybe I can put it out here and just have a little section of the rail electrified. Not all of it, though, because all of it is lame. Too steep. No, it's not. No, it's not. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Get me to here. There's nothing to terraform, apparently. And then get me down here. Beautiful. Level it all out. You did great. I am very happy with you. And right in there. Yep, I'm happy with that. So what we need to do... So I'm scared to connect this piece to all parts of the rail because I'm not sure how smart the game is. If I say regular inner city trains, you can pick up at this station, will they go to both locations if I want them to go through, or will they only go on the right side? I would like to have the trains to only run to the right side and the tram to stay on the left side. So the tram depot cannot go anywhere there. I think Well, this is a bus station. Bus stations are very important. I think a tram depot up here could work. It's almost spring. almost spring. Let's just see what we have available for depots. I obviously don't need the big one. The extra long train depot doesn't make sense here. I just need this guy, and I just have to be able to connect to all directions. And I want to stay far enough away from prime residential space. So right here feels right. Now give me some electrified rail. We'll drive on the right, so we're gonna go. This one effectively needs to connect. Oh, this is gonna work. This is really gonna work. This one just has to connect right into here. Honestly, that is fine. That's still fine. That can connect right into there. And this one, all it has to do is connect into here, and now we have a nice tram depot connected to everything that we need. And it shouldn't take away that much prime real estate. So I'm happy with that. Give this one a nice, quick gravel connection, so reasons, and that should be fine. I am happy with the start of this, because now everything is nice and disconnected. I will add a very simple wood connection for the cranes to actually get in here and do something useful. But that will not be... I will tear this down once I have everything built. Do I need to have a crossover installed here? No, there's a crossover right here. I think that is more than sufficient for what I want to do in that area. Cool. Let's call at least the rail built. I'm pretty sure the road is going to be built too. That's fine. They can start on that. Number 9, not number 9. What is that? Number 9. Please start on the road here. I could add some dirt road there to get things moving a little faster, but I don't feel like doing that right now. Get a couple more things organized on this side and check how we are doing on all the other construction. This one is not done yet. No workers on mechanisms. That is actually surprising. Did I not assign number 1 to you? Yeah, apparently I didn't assign it, or I canceled it at some point. I'm sure I had a reason for it, but I lost sight of it, so now we're there. This is all done. I got the rail done. That is nice. Let's re-signal this so we don't have stuff waiting here forever. Now, this is one big junction. Don't try to change that. It's just the way it is. You can't force it to be better than that. Just get a couple signals in there. Get one over here. Get one over there so they don't block each other. Get our chain in here. Yeah. Sometimes I do this in a time lapse, and right now I'm just not. Hope you forgive me. Okay. Signaling this up may actually be interesting to some of you. It is still the rule, chain in, block out. It's just a really long junction that we have here, but that should be fine. For right now, I will plan that this is all going to be one way. And if I have to, I will just have to build a crossover somewhere in here. That makes sense. But block in, so they can just go in here, figure out their stuff. Block out. Chain goes on this side. Please let me fit a second chain in there. I have this problem every once in a while, and it's really annoying. And then I can place a secondary chain, and it will let me place one here. Did you see that earlier? Then when I had the chain placed over here, it wouldn't let me place anything over on that side. That's how you get around that. So keep that in mind. But that looks fine. On this side, same thing. Please let me fit 2 right away. Beautiful. Please let me fit 2 of these blocks. Yeah, they're nice and long, actually. I really like how that looks. Very happy with that. And just, do the thing that I always say. Chain in, block out. This signal is a little too close. If there's a train that's going to go into this block, it may block everything else, and we don't want that. We want to keep this junction open, if possible. So that's what we're going to do. How are you doing out here? You are doing some of the work that I want you to do, but you're not fully done yet. That's okay, but everything is assigned. That's important. Beautiful. Everything is doing exactly what it needs to do. These guys are working on what they need to work on, and I don't have any asphalt working equipment out here. That is an oversight. That is a very big oversight. I think we're going to get rid of 2 of these trucks and replace them by a asphalt paver and a roller. So 1 paver, please. Sure, level 31 sounds good, and 1 roller, please. Thank you. Now we should be pretty good. These, honestly, it's fine if they wanna drive themselves. I don't care that much. We should probably get some oil into this setup. So store fuel only. There's nobody waiting here. That's actually really good. Is there a fuel truck waiting here? No, there is not. No, we'll just assign this one. Buildings without power supply. That just means they can't move fuel around. But that's where I want you to go. I want you to unload here. 30% is more than sufficient. 10% is probably fine for 1,500. That's 150 liters that you're going to put in there. That should be fine for all the trains that will ever go through there. Beautiful. 26 minutes spent on a small circle and not much else, but I'm excited for the rest of this. Let's get going. First, what I always do is go through the list and figure out the things that I need, plus I have to figure out how many workers I needed. So at some point I decided this is 600 per mine, then it's 15 per this one. So, and this is, sorry, I should talk in singular terms. 200, let's call it 200. 200, 400, this all together give me 500. The alumina plant, that one is I think 500, right? That was a big one, alumina plant. 370, call it 400, so we're at 900. Most of these, the cement plant, for example, is pretty large, actually. Prefabs panel, 65. Cement plant is 30, so that's another 100, so we're at 1,000 now. Plus several smaller industries in this area, so 1,000 times 3, 3,000, just to keep all of this staffed. A steel mine or steel mill, at least one, will go down here. That's another 1,500, so we have 4,500. Then we need the iron ore setup. That is another 750 per mine. Let's say 2. That's another 1,500, so we're at 6,000 now. Plus iron ore processing, that's another 100. So we are at 7,000 plus utilities and other things, plus heating, plus power plant. I'm going to aim for 10,000 workers in this city. Is that crazy? Yeah, because look at the number that I have right now. And people are without their own flats again. That is not good. At some point, I built these barracks out here. And I actually really like them. They feel like they can belong in this area. So I want to find one more space for these, maybe 2 more spaces for them. But if you wouldn't be covered by heat or something else, it wouldn't make sense. But this should be fine. Give me one there, give me one here. And it's literally worker barracks for being productive out here. That's exactly what I want them to do. And I think they do just that. Let's connect you. Get this one here. Get number 2 on the job. Beautiful. And we'll see how that goes. Is that building done now? Yes. First passenger train. Here we go. Fuel train. Yes. Train set. What do we have? We have this one, 330 passengers. It's actually not a bad size, but for what we have available right now, it's not going to work. So let's get a diesel loco that we can appreciate. Something nice and old. Kind of like this one. They're already 500,000. That is awesome. Yeah, my money, the thing that I complained at the beginning, I have too much money. Maybe it's not a real factor because starting this early really inflated all the prices that we have. So that actually makes me kind of happy. Maybe I should just look for the fastest one because it's not the shortest distance to drive. 195, 115. You're the fastest. You cost 500,000. I think you will be my passenger train. Give me something that's reasonable. 155. You know, a little modern, but that's fine. Give me 2 of those. It is 300. It's the same size as the train set that I said, no, this is too big, but we'll be okay. Get you out here. Yeah, I want you to unload and transfer all the time. That should mean that nobody ever goes by unserved. Let's go with that. And here I'm going to transfer again, but only onto the platform, because if you load them here, you will never have anyone in your station. So that should be good. This also means wherever I had the buses, which I think was not in here, obviously, bus and trucks, we're going to reassign to this. Aww. Aww. That's a problem. If I don't have a road connection that can actually make that available, I have to find a different way to make that work. I'm not really happy about that, but I think I will survive. Where is my warehouse that I said I was going to build at some point? I don't see it. Oh, no, it's right there. There are the covered holes that I have. They're just not being used. Limit the amounts here. We need electrical and mechanical components. I don't think I had that set up. I know I'm stalling here. I just want to make sure that I have everything that we need before I go too far into something else. So I need you to bring stuff out here to that warehouse. Definitely only unload. And I want you to unload for right now only construction items. That is this and this. Which means, please, 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 customs house, load those. We are loading those. Beautiful. Awesome. So that should work. I set them to something really small so they shouldn't overfill. So that is good. Yeah. Yeah, we got everything done. So the train will just drop off here and they will walk everywhere. If I can't get a bus here, I really have a small problem, but I will figure that out down the road. Maybe I add another train station in here that gets a direct connection just to there, where a train will just drop off here first, then we'll drop off any excess workers down at the secondary plant, and then I have some trains dropping off at the secondary stop first, and then go out here. I don't know how I want to do it yet, but if I really can't bring a bus to this platform, then I'm just screwed a little bit because I'm not going to redo all of this. But we can make it work regardless. Don't you worry about that. Cool. Now, well, I have the workers. I kind of want to use the workers. What can I, how can I, where can I? Nope, nope. I don't have a bus stop that's big enough to be able to collect all the workers from the situation. So no, let's just do this right now. Give me something for citizens, maybe even a regular small train platform like this one. Should be fine, and this can be just for workers for right now. And honestly, I don't mind having this not on the main, running on the main line. I think that will be fine. If you go to some connection over here, that's good. Get number 2 started on that right away. And then this one can just go straight into this guy. No, it's not. No, it's not. There you go. Get that one connected. This will only be for worker supply at this point. It's not going to be for anything else. So once the city is built, this whole thing is not going to be used anymore for anything else. So I'm okay with just making it a one-way connection. I think that is fine. Did you already pick that up? You did. I'm really proud of you. Good job. I should probably signal this up because we will need materials pretty soon, but stalled enough. Make the city work, people, Joe. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. So what I see right away is 10,000 people. I think the large shopping center can make about 5,000 people happy at a time. So 45 workers, maximum amount of visitors, sure. That doesn't tell me anything, but 45 gives me 10,000. There's this bigger shopping mall. I know the Seraph likes to use this one. I don't mind it. Should I use you? Should I use you? Do you fit into my scheme? I'm going to go with sure, why not? I think this is fine. And it will make it a lot easier. I think the delivery setup is a lot easier with this guy. So yeah, sure. You can go out here. You will need a road connection 100%, so I have to make sure that that's there. Have one of those malls over on that side and get the other one somewhere here. It doesn't have to be perfectly mirrored or mirrored at all. It just has to be functional. That's what we have. Cool, we have a mall. You do need a road connection. You don't need an asphalt connection, but maybe I want you to have an asphalt connection. I'm not going to connect everything today because it does cause a headache to have your roads segmented up every once in a while, but at least for the big buildings, for the important buildings, I would like the segments already be determined for me so I don't run into issues later on by forgetting that they're there. Cool. So, first one done. Let's go down the list. Will there be a pub here? Yeah, absolutely. There will definitely be a pub there. And I hope I can use the distribution office from down here, because it is a large one, and there are only a few trucks in there at this point. Down the road, I would like to use that to make things happen. So, that should be good. I'm also thinking I could maybe, instead of having workers get out here to the cableway station whenever I need to. I need to make this one a fruit station, don't I? Can I kind of go through here? Joe, what are you doing? So I'm realizing that if I don't make this a through station, that I can't get my mine workers from the city. And honestly, I can probably just have a bus bring them from the city to the cableway station. That's not very far away. That's actually very reasonable. I would like to do a different way. I just don't know if it's feasible. It feels like it's not going to be doable. Yeah, you're too close to that thing, so that's not going to work. I'm going to fight this. How long do I want to fight this? I don't want to fight this at all, actually. Also, this one needs a footpath connection to there. Someone build that, please. Number 5. Is there any... I think these are built way too close together. I would have to move this whole thing back a little bit, and then it could totally work. But I don't see that really being worth it. We could make something work here. Just elongate that connection just a little bit, and now we have a through station, and I won't regret it later. It will be fine. It will be totally fine. Give me a chain connection right here. Actually, give me a chain connection here, because this is the entrance point for the heating plant, and that's important. Cool. Get that one assigned. Number 9, please build this guy. Thank you. Yeah, that's all good. You're building this road nice and slow, so that is perfect. Great. Was that enough distraction for today? Absolutely not. That's not how I work. It's not how it works at all. Everything has to get done. Great. But let's go down the list. I do think food, grocery-wise, shopping mall, we have everything we need with these two. If we don't, well, I add a small shop, or maybe even a restaurant or some other things. I saw that they supply food and meat, so that could be a really good alternative, like these ones. Could be nice. Pub is a small building. I never worry about that at the beginning. Cinemas, yes please. Cinemas, I would like to try to just use one. This one is relatively big, but relatively boring. Pool hall, interesting. That feels very appropriate. Telephone booth, no. The circus, ooh. Winner. Build this into the center. It is now connected to at least the 2 stations that are right there, maybe even all 4 stations if it's right in the center here. Does take a little while to build right now, to at least terraform, which is a little annoying, but this looks perfect. And put it right in the middle of those 2 shopping malls, and life should be excellent. I like it. I like this a lot already. Okay. And I like having... Stop production. Oh, that's a small one. I like having this mountainous range, because it does take a little longer to get everything placed, but in the end, I think it will be worth it. I really, really think so. Gallery of Art. So there are things that are always here that these culture buildings can actually help you with religion. Every once in a while they go here instead of... when they want religion, they just go to one of these places, and it can take care of some needs for them. There's no good reason to not give it a good try. So maybe plop that over here. We don't have a free excavator. Are you kidding me? No, that's not what we're going to do. If that is our problem... How many excavators do I have in here anyways? Only 4 and 2 trucks. 4 is really not that many, but for right now, I will just like all of you home. Those excavators are important for what we're doing here. They're essentially indispensable, so I guess we're going to stick with them for a little while. Gallery of Art. I just want a building that's not super large, and this one fits the bill. Let's put it out of the way for potential footpaths that will go there, and this looks fine. It doesn't have any footpath connections, which is a little weird, but that's fine. TV station. You require an extra 200 people, so 600 people. We already have a radio station that's way overpowered, as in it makes a huge difference in loyalty, and I'm not a big fan. I would like, though, having a TV station. Maybe the TV station can just live up here, and surplus workers can make it up here from the train station down there. I kind of like that. I kind of like that a lot. So yeah, that's the plan. Just put it right on the edge here. It's a nice tall building, and it just reminds everyone that TV is life, right? Maybe this is YouTube headquarters. I don't know. But I kind of like that. Just a large building that fits right on the edge of town. Because I do want to use the stuff that's up here. Look how much flat ground is there. Should I just build up there? No, that's too easy. Yeah, this will totally be better to build on, wouldn't it? I'm not going to change it, and it will be really hard to connect up there. No, it will really be fine. It will be as hard as what I'm doing right now. Nope, we're going to leave it the way it is because I decided. Great. So we have some TV. We have the rest of the TV tower. Ooh. I had this in one of the reviews and I really liked it, but I didn't realize how big the footprint is. And what do? You just for TV. You need 160 workers, essentially the same as this guy. It would be a really nice centerpiece, wouldn't it? Sorry, changed my mind. That looks really nice. I really like that TV tower, which means we probably don't actually need the TV station anymore that I just placed already. Oh, come on, game. Let me do my thing. Level terrain, height from center. Yes, please. Make it nice and big. Get this side down. See, excavators are a lot faster than this. I know someone's going to type in the comments. No, they're not. They're just doing this and this and this. I'm like, no, they're faster than that, period. That's all I'm going to say. Have that one in there. I'm really excited about the city, but I'm starting to think that this setup is going to take at least 2 episodes. Oh, come on. Oh, that thing is still thinking it's there. That was my problem the whole time. Oh, I'm an idiot. That's excellent. Yeah, get this TV tower in there. It's just for TV, but now I need to find something else that I can put up on that mountain probably. And that's all right. I'll find something. I'm not terribly worried about it. Really? Yeah, we're just gonna connect it like that. It's a little steeper, but it's fine. Maybe I'll leave it there anyways, because it looks cool. So now I need to find something else for culture, because that's what I effectively just replaced. So instead of having the big circus in the middle that is not really a centerpiece, it's just really nice looking, let's find something else. Planetarium. You're neat. What's this? Rotunda Theater. We could just have 2 of these sitting around somewhere. Maybe have one up here and one somewhere else. How big are you? See, it's the size of a cinema, or it takes the workers of a cinema, but doesn't supply enough. It doesn't serve as many people as once. Ferris wheel, colorful Ferris wheel. That's cute. No. I think I'm going to go with theater, mostly because I don't trust that the mods will actually do what I expect them to do. But let's place it in a place that's not central, so they can just move there when they really want to. And these stations should be able to make everyone happy whenever they need something. So we'll see how it goes. I'm only going to set this one as a transfer, and I really want to see how that works. Another experiment. Hopefully this time it works, not like the small village experiment that really went backwards, right? Yeah. Cool. So culture is done. Sport will just have to be... I'm going to place a couple of pools. Do I have others? Yeah, there are other things that I can use in here. Indoor hotel pool. Sure. Big sports hall. This is neat. Should I? No, it feels too big. I have a big centerpiece there. The malls are already big. This just feels too big. I think it could do what I needed to do. State. Ooh. Haha. Ah, I am impressed by myself that I found this, and actually I'm going to do this. Because this is definitely something I normally wouldn't do, but this feels lovely. And it will serve some actual sport needs, so that makes me excited. Embankment? Oh, interesting. School gym, not the same. Chess place, not the same. Leningrad SKK. Very cool. Looks like just a indoor stadium, sports hall, entertainment center. None of those are the right words, but I think you know what I mean because you saw it and you thought the same thing. I'm going to leave it at that. Swimming pool. Let's just place 2. These don't need road connections, so let's just plop one in here and one over here by the. If you're allowed a road connection. You're just a footpath. That's fine. And one over here by the industrial zone where we have the tram depot. That should be fine. I like it. They're connected. That is connected. Beautiful. Okay, down the road we go. State infrastructure. Hospital. I hope we just need one. I don't want to build more than that. Where's a good place for that? Anywhere, really? Do we really have to think about it? Let's put it next to the main station where I have a lot of transfers going on. That should be fine. Yeah, don't fill in my station too much. You can fill it in a little bit if it looks appropriate, but not too much. Fire station. I think this one I will actually opt into fire station with helicopters. Mostly because I'm a little bit scared because this whole city is going to probably have a lot of traffic going on and other things. And just fire trucks may not do the jobs. And I think the water over there should be close enough for reach. Let me check. I think it's about a 2 kilometer range. What we got here? Yeah, if it's 1500, it's not going to be good. If it's more than that, it's going to be fine. I think I can go on. I can go make sure that I can actually reach it if I put the fire station on this side, and that's what I'm going to do. Excellent. Fire station, yes, please. Definitely want a road connection, and in this case, I even would. Do I want? No, I don't need a direct connection from there. It will be one of the last things that's populated, and that's a little scary, but I will allow it. Yeah, gravel road is fine for you. I don't need anything fancy. Thank you. Then give me the parking, the heliports. Thank you. Triple? Double? What do I want? Triple. Yeah, give me a triple heliport. That looks good. What are the other two? Airport helicopter parking and helicopter parking. It's just a bigger thing, I think. Would this be worth it? The fire station only has 3 spots anyway, so, or 4 spots, so that's not gonna really be worth it. Let's set this up in a way that makes sense. I think I like that, and that is cricket as can be, so nope. Try that again. You may ask yourself, why don't you, are you gonna put a helicopter for the hospital as well? To which I will say, nah. They don't need it, they'll be fine. F4 to turn on snapping, apparently I had it off. Yeah, you're not gonna play ball. Find a node that works and just connect you to this, just to signify that this is connected to that guy and doesn't have to be connected to anything else. That looks fine from here. Cool. What else is there? Everything down here. Schools. I think I would really like one central big school. How many do you serve? You have 45, 45, 540 versus 45. Yep, I think this is the right one. Put it in an area that actually makes sense. I really... Ooh. There's a big stadium up here. It honestly feels okay enough to have it near that area. It's just a little separate from everything else. If kids are unable to get to this location for whatever reason, and there's a train running right next to it, so that's probably a little bothersome. So they could also put it up here if I really, really wanted to. Do I want to? No, I like it next to the stadium. That's the only reason. And I may put a university up here as well. And that will be fine. I'm looking at the time, and I'm sorry to be a bearer of bad news, but it's getting too long, and I'm nowhere near what we need to do, because this is just the peripherals that have to be set up for 10,000 workers. It's not even placing the actual buildings for getting 10,000 workers in here. And I'm planning on having the center a little different than what I normally do, more mod heavy this time. But it's going to take a while until we get there. So money is going down. That's interesting. Did we have the first passengers coming in? I would assume no, because I still haven't placed those signals. But let's see here. Turn the ugly off. Thank you. There's one. Do you have workers on board? You do. That's our outro. He's probably not going to make it up there in time, but that's fine. I very much appreciate you guys coming by. I'm excited for this because that's a city I haven't built like that before. I did some experiment that was a little similar, but I definitely didn't do anything that is like this. So I'm excited to see if it works. I will do the signals here briefly after we're ready to go. Oh, actually, that was a lot quicker wait than I expected, so that's nice. But I'm going to complete the city right after this. So I'm going to record this back-to-back, and you're going to see this back-to-back whenever I release them. I don't know when I release them, because I may even be in Germany by the time you watch this. Can you believe it? There's a chance, but we'll see. We'll see how all that goes. Anyways, told you all the things. Really appreciate you guys coming out here and hanging out. And I hope to see you again next time. Bye for now.